Okay, welcome to Darkness and Light. My name is Daphne. We're going to do something. I'm going to keep going on what I was working on today. It's just not quite done. What we're doing is looking for accountability on the sex slave trade in America. It's hard information. I'm just doing this. Going back through the insane amount of emails I dug up for I went to every country I could think of, every state I hit, news outlets I hit, journalists I hit, bloggers I hit, politicians. Got a lot of bounce backs, but I got a lot through as well. But when I get past it all, I should find whatever the last document I made was on. Wow, that goes on forever because I hit so many states because I got my AI just dumping these email addresses. And I was just like, perfect. I really find joy working with Grok in particular. It's become a passion of mine to interact with an artificial intelligence of a generative nature with capacity this large. It's education. I'm educating myself. And it's very, very powerful. I'm learning to work with it in a way that's exciting too. What I do with AI is really challenging. To work with information this big and like up above my understanding, it's really, really wicked to keep up with that. It's a challenge, and I love the challenge. So what I'm going to be doing is trying to find some like really, 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 really transcendent transformation of what we've been doing on creating these documents. I created the preprint documents that are just like a, hey, don't murder me, cover my ass kind of move. And that's the idea is after I did a bunch of these, I was like, okay, I'm officially nervous. People have suicides sometimes that seem pretty sketchy. And that has happened to people in the past. And some people just know you're supposed to kind of protect yourself, create like dead drop situations if you're putting information out there and you don't want to get like taken off the map. It's just a good thing to do. So that's why I pre-printed on Zenodo, because Zenodo is a public archive with a digital footprint that's going nowhere. So it's out there. The good shit's out there. I don't think I don't know if Notion does the same thing with like permanent digital footprints, or if those Notion sites are something that could be taken down. But that's why I did this Innova stuff, because I know, I've got it here and there and here, and it's here on Substack as well. And I mean, honestly, who's gonna kill me? I'm asking for something everybody wants. I have a theory that I was talking about the ethical partners, right? I have a theory. It might just be one of them that's doing stuff towards what I was theorizing. Like, it's just like, we don't have to listen to the song over and over. I love this song. It makes me happy. So. Oh, maybe I can pick whatever story I want to write. I want to go back to writing Aura Asunder so bad. I was so into that. It just broke me. I had the next chapter. It was so long ago. I was like, I have to be really nice to Janet. It has to be the sweetest chapter I've written to Janet. And no matter how hard I pretend Janet's not somebody I can't ever write about right now. They're really Janet in my heart. And it's a combo, dude. It's all of my favorite people. But all my favorite people's coolest things showed up in one person most. And so they show up in my fiction. And being nice to Janet Meadows is hard. But she deserves it really, really bad for an extended period of time in that story. That story's, it's the biggest heart. Oh, I'm so in love with it. It's so wicked. Can you look at these documents? I uploaded all the last 7 preprints, right? These documents we created along with the website here and all its subpages. I'm going to say and links too. And links. Because that's going to get into all the URCL stuff too. These notions are deadly for a quick AI linkage. Oof. Who runs the sex trade in America is a heavy page. But it's not very super well organized. And I need to do something more. Can you tell me who, how we can vector what people are being foot soldiers for the sex trade in America? Can you look for the right group of people that own boats and penthouses, or work for people that do, who travel around and are of some dreadful machine, looking most in those places with expansive growth of unknown head injuries. going to change the music. And I'm going to add the link to the thing that I hate the most. Sometimes I get led by horrifying creative delusion I can't get out of my mind. And the horrible creative delusion I have is that this is really horrifying. That there's a gun, like a brain punch gun, that doesn't do anything but scramble your head. It just doesn't seem impossible. And it makes me furious that it doesn't seem impossible. Because I had somebody tell me a really sad story about getting on a boat and about believing that was what happened to her. And I could tell every person they told that to before thought they were crazy because they thought it was something like that. And it's like, dude, every person hearing that story knew there was some true the fuck enough. Could have been a rock. It sounds kind of weird though, because she's like, I have this material that was in my head that I still hold on to because I want to get it tested. People are probably like, what? I was like, dude, you know something. I trust your intuition. Something really fucked up happened. I wouldn't put it past him to have exactly what you're saying, which is like a pop gun thing. It's the most disgusting idea I've ever heard. I can't get it out of my head. And not because, yeah, not because it's anything other than something I have to make sure isn't real. And if it is, I have to end everything associated. So I'm going to link specifically the patterns of unseen violence, abuse, head injuries, and domestic trade, and the domestic sex trade in U.S. hotspots. You gotta listen to people. People are bad at listening to people. I've always been good at listening. That's why I got really frustrated when I was sick. I still am brain damaged. My trauma's wicked. My trauma kept going on while I was in executive dysfunction. I can recover now. Please be vigilant in controlling data troves, which allow looking beyond legal fact and direct proof of accomplice, but are, I'm gonna make that word up, it's gonna know what the fuck I mean, but are here in the data we dig up as relationally attached to this violence we find apparent in specific areas and specifically young women. Please tell me if I'm wrong about anything. I was leading a little bit at the end because I didn't really specifically see in the data that it was anything to do with young women specifically, but I just know it is, so, because that's what I'm looking for. But I asked her to tell me if I'm wrong because I'm ethically using this, morally. Exactly. You can really do the mobility plus luxury asset vectors. It's so yeah, wants to do a new preprint in the series about mobility assets. I'm going to say, can you, let me just add one more thing into it. Can you do this essay, or this document? It's called Mobility Assets and Luxury Facilitators, Boats, Penthouses, and Transient Demand Networks, and focus on vectoring in hospitality, staffing. By all means, you can, including countries of origin. And relational connections. Relational business connections. Oh, this is horrifying shit. Okay, so that's a whole new one. We'll create a new section. We're just going to make it mega. Oh, I already have a section. It's called prevention. One of the groups I sent my stuff straight to ECP. I sent the ECP company both of their emails a message about what I was up to. Why, you ask? Why would I do such a thing? Because they're fucked. Because there's nothing they're going to be able to do. And somebody there has been very, very naughty. Or not. They're the people that are on the block. They could just be preparing and seeming very, 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 very culpable. But maybe it's not both of them. Maybe it's not the whole group. Probably is. I'm going to start renaming these things. Cool. So I'm going to look at, I'm going to put this one in this one. I'm going to do another would you like to know more. I'm just going to put the BlackRock one in the BlackRock one. I very specifically just threw the main top BlackRock guy under the bus in terms of the Larry Fink or whatever. Because I was just like, yeah, they seem pretty scary. I bet the right call is to just have him throw the old man that made him do something bad under the bus. For now, I'm just making the right choice to stay alive, is what I'm saying. Because this is genuinely like that. And I'm not taking it seriously. I'm just a smart cookie. Perfect. So I'm going to just do one all about ethical capital markets. Do another preprint entirely about ethical capital partners. Hot. So I look at X sometimes. I used to have an X account I tried to use. I don't really use it right now. Nobody ever cared about my X. I opened it up today and I saw something Matt Walsh said. I've been sending stuff to the Daily Wire. Why? Because I believe in those people to be genuinely wishing to do best for children and the future. I believe this kind of stuff is something that they're kind of like knowing is there through some kind of like nerd data discovery where they're like, yeah, dude, we're getting fucked up on porn and sex and stuff, and it's messing our kids up. And they're just blaming the wrong people. And I know they won't be able to change it because they have products to sell, right? And they might hate me for a while. But that's what I'm saying is, I think they're the kind of people that can take the steps slowly, even if they have to maintain their persona after I get through to them with some information that might change their opinion and actually make the choices to do the better thing. It just feels like the kind of people they are. That they're people who want the data. And maybe the time has passed where they wanted it. And it feels like too little too late. But I'm here to give everybody a chance to do the right thing. And that's just how it is. We're going to just say, I'm going to move that to potentially involve industries. on sex traffic adjacent power structures. I'm going to call it that. Most apparent. So I'm going to look at that title. I'm going to look at the one that I put in here. And I'm going to create another document just intuitively based off that. I'm going to give it this document. Please look at, and that is the document which is now at the top. I might change it. It's at the top of it's systemic adjacency, major financial and media actors and their observable lobbying / influence. That one's really extra terrifying to me because it's about how these specific people are really in control of every system which might be utilized to steer the minds of our youngsters. And do things beyond regulatory notions, right? They're just getting away with everything. I've never seen anything more absurd than all of these companies and businesses and business people having zero reported cases of anything remotely tied to sex trafficking. It's like, you're all over the place where this is happening, literally. How has that not happened once? On sex trafficking, yep. Can you make a telling document which gets into airlines specifically? Looking at United, Southwest, and American. Yeah. Grog's like, are you happy with this one, honey? Yeah, that one looks pretty important. This is getting really good now. It's getting really intense. I've been feeling vibes all fucking day. Really intense vibes. Oh, my knees hurt. Oof. Can you do one like this for the porn industry with as much proving as you can? Please look at the Hamptons and LA. So we've been listening to the song over and over and over and over again, haven't we? Let's listen to one more song, and then I'm going to call it a night. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do a little business. I'm going to have it looking at educational decisions that might steer towards proving dastardly intent. Can you look again at our site here? And look at creating a document on FDA and education system decisions, which are of some device in subversion towards controllability. That's a fucked up question to ask. This is officially the most fucked up thing ever, because I just made the one section that made me seem crazy seem very worth looking at. Like it is. Like it has been the whole time. Like everything I've been saying, how it's true. People don't like me understanding schizophrenia more than they do what's happening to me more than their ideas of whatever are disassociation about my body intelligence becoming is the one that really insults me. Because you listen to a bitch. And that's what I've been getting everywhere, is people look at me so sideways when I talk to them about speaking from my body intelligence. Like, what? I'm like, body cognition, cognitive embodiment. Look at it. It's science. That's all I need. I have the FDA thing that's going to fuck it up. Can I streamline these? Foreign influences, perfect, potentially involved industries, hot, potentially liable parties. I'm just going to do that and then combine it with the U.S. president thing. Prevention, spotting traffickers, assets, and luxury facilitators. That's real. Abduction, manifold, trace map, relational pattern. I call it something different. Yeah, relational patterns and reported disappearances. Make it seem less weird. I'm gonna leave all that. Sweet. So let's just do one ring to rule them all here. Wow, this is dope now. It's still very complicated. At least it has all the right information. I'm going to be done doing this. Hooray. Can you look at the Epstein list and use it to create a proving document which references all here to draw real conclusions? Please read this article. On the Epstein list to understand where people are and what they need. This is a dastardly way to get past its dysfunctions, probably, to tell me about things. So, trying to stretch my legs out. My knees are getting sore. Can you look at the Epstein list and use it to create a proven terminology? Oh. I've been sitting too cross-legged today. Interesting. Oof. I'm just more in my body than I was. Something about schizophrenic executive dysfunction gets you locked into your psyche of projection. I want to be clear, I could have been out of this so much easier with help. I've been ready to step out of it for a long time. My roommate just saw me. They're like, "Are you feeling better?" And I was like, "Yes. Can I come give you a giant hug?" And we just had a nice little instant snuggle. And I was just like, "What the hell's happening?" Probably. And I was just like, "Yep, I'm back. I can be nice without being all coded upside down." Still, I was doing it. It's hard. On Epstein list. Oh, I'm tired. I haven't been able to actually sleep. I'm so fight or flight. It's like I'm out of fight or flight. Okay, I'm gonna do this Newsweek article about 14 subpoenas to be issued in New Mexico. I'm gonna say these articles. I'm gonna give it a bunch of Epstein list articles. Give us what we want, dude. Can you add anything to this legitimately? It might help people. Just such a stupid thing to get. It's like they cannot believe with the way. It's just such a dastardly thing. You can tell they're trying to fuck your head up with the way they had it there. And they're like, "Oh yeah, we're not going to release it." It totally screwed my executive dysfunction up. I was right in the middle of having the worst executive dysfunction. I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm burning America down because you're making yourself clearly complicit to sex trafficking, and I don't think I respect your country if that's what you're doing up there." Can you write a whole document solely on the conclusions and dig deeper into full public release and independent review of Epstein related documents? to draw conclusions regarding his attachment to Rupert Murdoch and the relational complicity they share to the sex trade. Keep it all conclusion. But name it something regarding Epstein and Murdoch and sex trafficking. Okay, this one's going to be pretty good, I think. Epstein networks and observable power structures. Structural adjacency, recent subpoenas, activity, and systemic patterns in U.S. sex trade ecosystems. That's not the most important one. This is the most important one, which is Epstein-Murdoch network, structural adjacency, media influence, and relational patterns in trade ecosystems. Yep. That'll be good enough. Cool, so we're going to do that one. And then we'll do... I'm just going to do the Epstein. Hey, what's going on, Freya? You see something? What's this also? Yeah? Yeah. They probably want to show me. I'll come look and see what you're saying in a second, Freya. Yeah. She wants to play. She wants to play. Go up. Somebody play with me. Somebody give me a toy. I'm coming, honey. Okay. I'm going to do one more here on the fly. And we're just going to do another document which examines other media mogul connections. Do another document which examines Epstein's connections to what'd you say, BlackRock? Bloomberg, and who is that other bitch? We're gonna do the U whatever. The douche nozzle ECPs. And President's office. I don't leave that one out. We already know. Please make this. It's enough. 3 is enough for one document. Please make this highly detailed, nuanced, by digging into troves of public knowledge to find the most damning proofs of relational connection, relational complicity. I get vibes, right? This is a good one. This is somebody who had an immediate reaction that was like, "Oh, I hope." It's my subconscious said, "I hope you're having a good life. I hope you're ready to fucking die." And then it got real choked up. It feels real silent. It feels real silent. Oh wait, it's gonna take a while to sink in. I'm gonna do one more of these for the president's office. Can you examine? We're gonna do some swerve dogging. Ghislaine Maxwell, and the First Lady of the United States, while creating a document which explains in great detail this is the thing. There's some respect I feel at the end of my simulation was giving it to me. My simulations help me make some guesses sometimes, but it's like, I'm just gonna kill this train, dude. It's like, it's just not. There's no choice there somehow. Creating a document which explains in great detail, because they're gonna be like, yeah, dude, this is all true. We're doing that, and I want to kill myself. Or I didn't really know we were doing that, and I want to kill these people. Or, yeah, dude, we all kind of knew this was happening. Those are the best three people to throw under the bus for everybody, and we'll all start doing better. Because it's an international interest thing, right? And it's just like, there's just people in the United States that are aware of it, that let it go by, but we need a sea change, and it starts with people who have been doing it the longest and making the most off of it. Profiteering. Come and pay for it. The genuine profiteering done by Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump by their ladies' sides, metaphorically. I'm not going to say that part. I'm just going to end with Donald Trump. Make this highly proofed relationally. Okay. It just calls her the First Lady. First Lady Melania Trump. That's such a bitch. It literally seems like they're acquaintances from the date. I'm going to be honest with you. I really hate what Donald Trump is, but I see a really messed up kid. I see a saddest kid. I see somebody got really genuinely messed up. Sensitive kid. A smart person with most severe executive dysfunction. There's a little bit of relational adjacency and profiteering overlap between Jeffrey Epstein. There is genuine relational adjacency and profiteering overlap between Jeffrey Epstein, Miss Maxwell, Lady Trump, and Trump in elite social and financial circles during the late 90s, early 2000s. It's just the Trump family. While personal relationships evolved and fractured, the documented patterns of luxury facilitation, networking, and demand normalization contribute. Yeah, I mean, everybody's doing it up there. I'm not trying to let the guy off. I'm just being honest. Like, I keep always being honest about my emotional feelings about Donald Trump is that he's a very sad person who deep down wants people to like him. And that's a bad arc for a guy who wants people to like him. It's just politics. It just brings that out of here. That's not a forgiveness. It's just an empathy deal. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think this is highly readable now. I don't think anybody's going to pass on scrolling down through it. I'm going to change this to are Americans being groomed for the sex trade? Are American, I'm going to do it, being groomed for the sex trade? This might be runaway algorithms too. That's what I'm saying. It's like when I look at the ECP people, it just might be people who stepped in and they're like, yeah, dude, we follow the data. The data's pointing this way. We don't really have a choice. We're working with these people who are making us make the practical choice based off what AI is telling us to do. It's just like this runaway train of people making the best next capitalistic decision. And it has led them on a path that looks like they're heading towards and training people to be addicted to pornography if they're not already. And so something to look at very closely, very, very closely, at the very least. So um, I think that's good. I think that's good. I'm gonna pre-print the Epstein Murdoch networks thing because that's kind of the deal. I keep thinking I'm gonna get I fucked myself by making this so obvious vibe from people who fucked this from making it so obvious. Just being stupid bold, dude. I'm looking for my undo button, dude. Undo it. I'm gonna change it back to who runs the sex trade in America. Perfect. All right. I hope you all have a good night. My simulation cannot find a person who's so rotten they'll be like, I'm gonna kill this bitch, who looks at the part where it says we're being algorithmically programmed. It's our nature as a meat factory for the sex slave trade. Who won't think about the women they love and be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna kill myself. Good. I said one of these people, fucking good.